Hello, and thanks for visiting my channel. This video is short and to the point, and it shows how attraction and seed retention are linked. It's not a joke, but very true. So stick around and find out what happens when you keep seed and how that affects your attractiveness to women. Let's just start watching the video. There are several ideas about why a man on PMO or Nofap might be more attractive. I can think of a few. As we've seen, a girl can tell when we are interested in her and don't just see her as an object of lust to be used for physical pleasure. It shouldn't be a surprise that this will make many girls more interested in you, or, at the very least, more comfortable around you. You no longer make people feel weird. When we retain, we aren't always thinking about how to get physical pleasure from a woman. I think that adult content rewires our brains so that we value intimacy in women more and, in a way, trains us to simp. When things are going well, though, the need for female approval goes down a lot. And strangely enough, we tend to get more attention and approval when we don't really need it. We don't have to go around and beg for someone to fill our full cup because we already have enough. Retaining makes us more sure of ourselves because we feel less shame. Dopamine receptors that don't get burned out all the time or more testosterone. It's probably a mix of these things, but the important thing is that you feel more confident, and this affects everything you do. You'll change the way you walk, talk with more conviction, and keep steady eye contact. We could probably make a long list of all the small ways that confidence affects you, but the thing is that many of these are things that women notice. Probably not on purpose, but they pick up on a lot of small talk that is almost scary. The smell is there. Yes, for sure. I don't know much about pheromones, but they seem to be chemical messages that our bodies send out into the air. Potential mates can smell these things and use them to figure out a lot about your health, fertility, and suitability as a mate. It's probably a bit more complicated than that, but in a nutshell, yes, they can smell it. It has to do with how you send your energy and vibrations out into the universe. Now we're getting to the weird part, but there might be something to this. When we retain, we don't just hold on to a few seeds, we hold on to our essence. This makes us feel better, and we send this feeling out into the universe. This brings us closer to people and situations. You may have noticed that when you're on a good streak for more than 30 days, you tend to get luckier. You suddenly start to have better luck and things start to go better for you. Men who believe in the law of attraction say it's easier for them to bring certain things, situations, or people into their lives. I've also read about guys having synchronicities, like seeing the same numbers over and over again. I can tell you that I've also had some of these things happen to me. I don't know if it's just a coincidence or not, but it seems like more and more things work out for me the longer I stay in the same place. To wrap up this point, I'm sure many of you have heard stories about guys going on longer streaks and then getting hit on out of the blue by exes, ex-girlfriends, or even girls they had a crush on. And when I say out of the blue, I mean that they usually hadn't seen or heard from them in months or even years. It's possible that these are just coincidences or confirmation bias, but it blows my mind that so many men report similar things when they practice seed retention. It makes me think that we are dealing with something very strange. So remember that there are some things that affect the subconscious directly, and those are the real deal. So keep holding on the semen and see what happens. If you like the video, make sure to like it and sign up for the channel.